folks, we're going over the mighty Mississippi right now. We're just now in Louisiana. I got some family, my sister and brother-in-law and their daughter, my niece, live here in Vicksburg, so I stopped here for a little bit, visit with them, and we are headed on an adventure right now. Like I said, I just crossed over into Louisiana, just crossed the Mississippi River, and I am headed to the great state of Oklahoma. We're chasing some RIOS this week. To be honest, I probably should have been way more prepared. I just figured out where exactly I'm camping, or where I'm going to be looking for a primitive campsite last night. I just made my decision like right now, pretty much. I haven't fully 100% dedicated to any like WMA or anything, but I don't know. We're done with the Easterns for the year. We're headed to chase RIOS. This is my first time chasing a RIO. Second time ever hunting anything other than an Eastern, and I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to. I don't know. I'm excited, a little bit nervous, mostly just excited, and ready to get there and see what we can figure out. Alright folks, apparently I'm like 2 minutes away and I just turned down a dirt road between two fields. I don't know, there's fences on both sides. I don't know what to think right now. I can't believe I'm in Oklahoma. This is like, it's crazy that I've never done anything really like this, at least not alone. I've done stuff like this, but not alone. And I couldn't be more excited. I am not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, I guess. And one thing I have to say about Oklahoma, it's freaking windy, and it's supposed to be hot and windy tomorrow, like all day. But we're gonna get after them. We're gonna get us a turkey. All right, guys. Well, my camera's fogging up a little bit. It may fog up a little more. I've officially made it, so walk you around camp real quick, check for rattlesnakes and mess real quick. This is my home for the next few days. Bed of my truck. I'm about to get that set up. We got a nice little fire pit here. This place is a little thicker than I was expecting, but I feel like once we get, based on what the maps look like, if we walk that direction, there's a good chance we'll get into some more open stuff, maybe get away from some roads. Is there any turkeys roosted right here? I don't think so, but I'm up under this big cottonwood and it kind of looks dead, so I'm thinking about moving the truck a little bit, get out a little bit more just in the open. Nobody's here though, so I'm pretty jacked. I am so excited right now. This is the first time, like I've mentioned a handful of times, first time hunting RIOS. This is the first time I've ever really been to Oklahoma. I've crossed the state line a couple times, but never actually been. So I think with all this wind, we're gonna get out from under this cottonwood, because I really don't want to wake up to a big old giant cottonwood branch smacking into my truck. So yeah, you guys stay tuned. This is about to be a freaking adventure. All right, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it feels like the wind right now is less than it was last night, which is a good thing, definitely. Because last night my truck was rocking because of the wind. Anyway, I slept in today, obviously. I actually woke up at I didn't actually get to sleep till 1. I woke up at 3:30, and then 4:30, and then 5, and then 6. I don't know. I woke up a bunch, but it's 7 o'clock right now, or 8 o'clock actually. It's still pretty early, so the way this WMA sets up, it's there's some fields up on the higher ground, and then there's a big expanse of bottomland, creek bottom type stuff, Midwesty, out westy bottomland or whatever. So what I'm thinking is a lot of these turkeys are going to be roosted near the water, and then throughout the day, like work their way towards the fields, or probably like right off the roost, like run towards the fields, and then maybe as the day progresses, start working back into the field and start working back into these woods. So I think what I might do, that's just my theory, my guess. I've never been here, never hunted anything like this, but I think that's going on. And if that is, then the turkey is probably going to be pretty predictable, but hard to call off of that. So I'm basically just going to drive around this morning. If I find some turkeys in a good spot to call, like right on the edge of public or something, or even in a field in public, I'm gonna do something with them. But I really just want to get a feel for this. And the best part about my whole setup right now is this place looks like it's going to be a complete bust. I'm just going to hop back in the truck and leave. I got a couple other spots to go check out, so if this doesn't work out, but I don't know, it's the first morning. We're just going to soak it all in, take our time. You need to get out of the road, buddy. I think that's a road runner. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, well, I've walked all over this WMA, or at least this corner of it. Maybe I just picked a bad spot, I don't know. But I have not seen anything for sign. Like, that scared me, that was a tree squeaking together. I've seen literally 2 turkey turds, not a single track. The 2 places I saw the droppings were like in with a bunch of cow tracks, so it probably just stomped away their tracks, the turkey tracks, but no tracks, no dust bowls, no scratching. I walked around in these fields, I walked around edges, I walked around bottoms, cedar glades. Haven't found hardly anything. I thought RIOS were supposed to be like everywhere out here, but I don't know. Maybe I picked a bad spot in this WMA, but I think what I might do, I had planned for this because I don't know anything about Oklahoma. I got 2 backup spots, maybe 3, and I might be having to hit the road here in a little bit. I'm gonna cook up some turkey if I ever make it back to the truck, and then I'm gonna sit and do some contemplating. But I don't know. I've hunted dry places like this before, or at least Washington was pretty similar to this, except very mountainous. But both places are really dry. Sign sticks in dry places like this. Like, it's not just gonna like wash away. It's not gonna like I don't know. It stays for a long time. The hardest part is figuring out if it was if that sign is fresh or if it's a month old. Well, out here there's just no sign. And I figured as sandy as this stuff is, and all, and how many roads there are, and how deep I am back in here. I walked over a mile deep. I figured that with all that, I'd at least run into a turkey track in the road. And maybe I've just missed it, but hadn't seen it. Hadn't been able to strike one, hadn't seen any tracks, no sign. So I'm probably gonna pack up a little bit and head west, even farther. Alright, well guys, it's been a long day. Done a lot of driving, done a lot of looking, a little bit of walking. Well, this morning I did a lot of walking, but not so much this afternoon. But I found this new spot, so I figured there's this big creek bottom, so it seems pretty similar to the last spot, but not near as thick from what I've seen so far. Or not quite as thick. It's still pretty thick. Also, it is over 95 degrees right now. It is so hot, but it's dry. I can say it does not feel like Alabama 95, but 95 is 95. I mean, it hit 100 degrees today. It was miserable. But what's nice is it doesn't really get that hot until like noon. So yeah. But anyway, this WMA closes at 7, as do a bunch of them in Oklahoma that I'm finding out. It's 6:18. I figured at the very least I'm just gonna walk around probably around 7 o'clock, I'm gonna just unload my gun, so I can't be like accused of anything. There's a couple bob whites. I don't know if you guys can see it, there's a couple bob white quails. But either way, I'm gonna walk around, like I said, unload my gun at around 7, so I can't be accused of anything that I'm not doing. Don't want to do anything illegal, especially not this far away from home. But I'm just gonna look around, basically. I did see my second Rio ever earlier. It was on private again. It was a hen again, but it was close to the other area I was looking at up here, so who knows. Alrighty folks, so here's the deal. This WMA closed at 7, it's 7. I just spoke to some locals and they said that right back behind me, not super far, earlier in the year there was a huge flock roosting right there. So I think since the WMA's closed for the remainder of the day, and I don't really feel like getting in too much trouble, I'm gonna leave my gun here. Probably gonna leave everything and just take my binos, probably a bottle of water, and my camera, and we're gonna go see if we can't do a little scouting and roosting. See what we can't turn up. Hopefully we can roost one, see some signs, something. Y'all stay tuned. I should have brought a slingshot. Alrighty folks, well, in a weird turn of events, apparently I walked down this road and I just walked down it and they came back. Got to looking. That track is on top of my boot track, I believe. But there was 3 longbeards that walked over my tracks, or at least big tracks. They walked right over there, so I'm just gonna sit right here in glass over there and see if I can't see them. Maybe watch them fly up, I don't know. Still got some time before fly up. I just saw those turkeys and they're headed my way, like almost straight at me, or they were at least. Looked like 3 big ones. So I'm gonna try it. I guess I just need to get hit. Alrighty folks, I am laying down in my truck bed. It is hot here. It's hot and the wind is ripping. But I don't know how much I actually filmed, but there were 3 turkeys. I feel like it's such a flattering angle. But no, so I was walking back, I saw those tracks going on top of my tracks. I must have just missed those birds. And I walked down, and I'm just easing real slow, being as quiet as possible. And I get down in this bottom where there's a cottonwoods where they've cleaned out everything underneath them. I look through and I see something moving. I put my binoculars up. 3 longbeards, sure enough. And they were just kind of messing with each other, kind of doing what a group of gobblers does. And then next thing I know, they turn around and run almost straight at me. So I just waited for a big wind gust, which you don't have to wait long here. And I ducked back behind this tree in the shade, big tall grass around me. And I waited there for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Get up to leave, and all those tracks walked right up to this freaking campsite. And then eastbound, I thought I heard, after about 5-10 minutes of sitting, I thought I heard putting, or that Rio like bubble cluck type deal. And thought I heard it, but wasn't sure because of all the wind.
But sure enough, they walked right up to here and then eased right back down the road they came. And that was late enough. I believe they should be fairly somewhat close to this campsite, roosted. So I'm gonna wake up early. I don't have too far of a walk, but I'm gonna try to go ahead and be in there with plenty of darkness left, and try to get somewhere in their realm and wait for them to go. I tried to roost them from here. I didn't try too hard. I didn't know how much they had been boogered after seeing this truck, so I didn't really do much. But either way, I didn't hardly make a sound. They didn't gobble. So hopefully in the morning we'll walk in there, get them fired up, and have all three of them come in strutting. So either way, y'all stay tuned.